Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 of 1 here, back again. So in the last episode, we were working on this ship, and I kind of gave it away a little bit here. I forgot that I was actually flying up in the air, but we got it built. So it took a while, longer than I would care to admit, if I'm being completely honest. And yeah, it's still not perfect. So I will say that this little hinge thing that I've got, it's not a good idea to run this in gravity. I can tell you that much. So, and then I also dropped the torque down on here a lot. So maybe if I put the torque up to like 50,000. Okay, maybe that'll go a little. No, still not enough. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Why are you having so many issues right now? Okay. Let's bring the torque up a little bit more. There we go. 150,000 and it still doesn't like it. Really? You're not even lifting that much. Like, what is going on here? Why is this so dumb? Sir, like, what are you doing? Here, I was hoping to have this thing. Oh, let's turn the inertial tensors on. No, that's doing nothing. Okay. Okay. I mean, everything should be good, so let's bring this up to 250,000. No? Still nothing? What is this doing? Why is it so weird? Like, it's coming out of here, but it's going very, 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 very slow. I have no idea what's going on with this. What is your issue? If we turn this off and we don't have inertial tensors, does that help? Okay, that seems to help. And then it should auto straighten itself once it gets all the way down. Okay, so we're good here for now. That is until I try to bring this back up. And it should just slide right in there. And it's getting stuck on something. Okay. So my thought here is that with the turrets on the bottom, they are kind of right up against that. So, but I mean, there still is space in here, right? So what if, hang on, there should be something, control velocity, input dampening. No, there isn't. Like with pistons, you can do like torque in different directions. What is it? Torque override or something like that? I don't know. But something like that. But for hinges, it doesn't have that. So that's not great. What if we went 350,000? Still nothing? You just... No, now it's falling down. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. If we go back into the hinges and we max out the torque, shouldn't have to do that, but it's gonna push itself up in there, sort of. A little bit of clang there, but at least it's there. So, man, I mean, it sucks that it does that, but I don't really have the room to move the turrets out of the way, so it's just gonna have to be there. So what I'm gonna do instead is we're just gonna lock the hinges. Then let me see, hinge lock, good to go. Okay. And now that thing is doing the funky chicken. Like what? No, 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 no. Do not. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my God. Oh, what the? I hate Clang. I hate Clang so much. I hate Clang so much. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back to this thing. I'm gonna try to say this as delicately as I possibly can, but what the fuck, man? Like, what? Like, does this thing need, like, its own, like, frickin' gyro or something? Like, would that even do anything? I'm just, I don't understand why this has to be so stupid. Like, it's a hinge, and I have enough space for it to fit in. But for some reason, it doesn't like it there, and as soon as I try to make it stay there, it decides to do the funky chicken and then die. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. This time we're gonna do it slightly differently. So we're gonna max the torque out all the way, make sure it gets up in there. Yeah, so that right there tells me that there is so it does not like being, even though it has space, it doesn't like being next to the turrets like that. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the hinges off. Okay, now they're not moving. Okay, good. Okay, now I'm going to lock the hinges. Okay, I think we're good. What else I'm going to do is reduce the torque. This stuff is like, why? Just, like, I don't understand why. It's just so dumb. Okay, so, I mean, like, the other thing that I could do is just merge these things together so it's all just one grid, and then just ignore the hinges that are on there. I would prefer not to do that because I do like having this thing in here, but I mean, if it can't slide into a space where there is space because it's a 3 wide space and it's a 3 wide block, so it should just be able to slide right in there, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It's just weird. But as long as we're here, we will take a little look at this. So we have 2 turrets on the bottom. I have the idle animations turned off. We have a lot of guns in front. So we have 8, I believe. So you can see 2 on the right, and then 2 on the right center, 2 on the left center, and then 2 on the left. We also have a bunch of reverse atmospheric thrusters because that was really the only place that I could put them. And then up on here, we have 5 reverse hydrogen thrusters. They're on currently, but they don't really need to be on. And then we have like a nice little glass features here. One is over the reactor, which you can kind of sort of barely see. Actually, hold on. So like reactor is here. And then we have our drill, our, nano drill system here. Okay. And then we have 4 atmospheric thrusters here, 4 atmospheric thrusters there, and they are all pointed downwards. We also have a fifth one in the back. I was thinking about putting another one kind of up front, kind of like in this area, but I decided against it because I didn't really like the aesthetic, and plus there's not really that much room under there. We also have these little feet here. I will be putting magnets on there one of these days, but they're not there currently. The front section, as you can see by all the windows, is the living section. And you can kind of see me in there, sort of, right there. Okay. So turret's bottom, turret's top. So we should have protection from all sides because these two can attack from the right. They can also, these two can attack from the top, these two can attack from the left, these two can attack from the bottom. I do have a blind spot directly in the back though, but I could technically fix that by just sticking a turret back there. And then the blind spot up on here is only going to be a blind spot if you get really, really close. Whereas this one could, because like if you're looking at it from the back here, you can actually block the view of the turrets completely, which means that this is a free spot to just kind of hop in there. And then you can see I did work on doing some stuff in the back. Oh, and another thing that I will bring up probably right now is when you're using the script for, it's the Can I Fly script by, what is it, Tacit, I think his name is. Make sure that you're not actually connected to a connector, because then that throws off all the measurements. You have to be like in the ship floating by yourself before it'll tell you that you can actually float in the ship by yourself. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'll show you what I mean. Straighten yourself out. There we go. Okay, so this is the interior. This is depressurization hatch on this side, depressurization hatch on this side, some decorative guns just because. We have our gaggle, I guess, of gyroscopes. We have a total of 15. So that is how many that I need to make this thing work even a little bit. We do have a cryo chamber in here, so that's super nice. We do have a survival kit in here. And then we have our daily need stuff. And then I modified the design a little bit. So how this is working right now is the water recycler here is got this guy. So this is a small cargo container, and you know that this only has openings on two sides. So this is pointed downwards into the water recycler, and then there's a T under here, which goes off to either side. And then I've got a curve here and a curve here, which then goes into these things here. And these will block anything going backwards into here. So the only way that this thing can pull out, or the only way that things can move in here, is this way, right? And so the purpose of this is that way this will only allow me to put, this will only process what ice I actually put in here. Or I could, put it directly into here, I suppose, but in here. And then it'll pull from here into here, turn it into water, and then that water and, the other stuff, the gravel and the organics can then flow through here as needed. There is a flaw with this design though, as there usually are with these kinds of things, but these two sides are not actually talking to each other. So if I need to get nutrients over here, I need to put them over here specifically in order for them to get, whatever they need. But ice with a little down arrow, even though it's capital V, I'm, thinking of it as a down arrow, go up into here. 493 liters of ice you can put in here if you want, or gray wastewater, we can put that in there too, or organics, we can put that in there too. So then that will go down in here, get processed into water and even more organics, and I think I'm good on both of those. And then these will go over into here to make nutrient solution, which I'm going to make like 100 of because reasons. And then with this I can start making my algae soy product. I say algae, I've heard some people say algae, like with a hard G. I do it with a, soft kind of J like G. So that's kind of what I do. So we'll take that and we'll just kind of throw it over here. And I think these will self-balance. And then these are connected over here, and then from here through here, and then down to there, and that's how that's all connected. And then now that I think about it, that might actually be connected into the conveyor system there, which is connected in a roundabout way down over to here. So maybe it works, maybe not, I don't know. Who knows? It doesn't really matter all that much. I know that like this pulled like all the gravel that it possibly could pull into here, so I don't like that so much. But it is what it is, I suppose. I'll figure out something to do with it, I guess. And then this guy is doing its thing. And then we have our command station here. We do have a couple of LCDs up here and up here that I can use for something if I so choose. I was going to put them down here as well, but the corner LCD for down here wouldn't go in there unless it was upside down. So it kind of, I mean, I think there's a thing here where you can actually change this to be upside down, but I wasn't worried about it. Plus I need light in here. So actually let me bring this up to 50,000, or, you know, 4, that works too. And we'll do that at 4. Okay. And then I also want to change this to a soft light. So that's, what was it? 41 and then 36, I think is what it was. Yeah, that looks about right. So then we'll copy all of this stuff. Oh, and if you have build vision, the way that you copy is using the insert key. And then if you want to not copy something, then you'll just toggle or, you know, roll up to it, I guess. And then middle click your mouse button, which then deselects it, right? So now I'm just going to copying all of these things here. And then you hit the page up to copy. Okay, so now everything's copied. And then you bring up the next one and you do page down to paste. And that copies everything but what you have deselected. And then I'll do the same thing over here. So that can go there and that can go there. And that is how you do that. Now, I have a nice kind of a relaxing light. I could put a light over here in this corner too. Or maybe up here. I think up here would probably be better. So let me do that real quick. Let's see, corner lights, and I need construction components. Okay. Oh, also, so this is what's going on here. So can I fly? Yes. Can I leave the planet? Yes. What is the current gravity? 1g. The ship's current mass is 289 tons. The total mass, because there's nothing in the cargo, is 289 tons. I am currently thrusting at 25% of capability, which is good, which means that I could triple this in cargo and still be able to fly somewhat. This tells me how much upward force I have as the max, I think. And then this is what I need or something. But the way that you set these things is you go into the custom data, and it's can I fly, can I leave, gravity, ship mass, total mass, echo to skip a space, then we have the max mass bar, force and resultant force with another echo in there. So that's kind of what that is. I can make this, you know, fancier if I wanted to, but meh. Oh, and also another thing, when you are looking at this, having, whoops, okay, menu, there you go. Having the proper capitalization is important here. So I put in the max mass bar, but I had in all small caps, and it would not show up until I capitalized, and then it actually worked. So it is case sensitive, just so you know. And then this is Tacit's Can I Fly mod, or not mod, but script. So I'm running that, and I see simple doors. I could put another set of programmable blocks over here, which I think I might actually do, but I think that, oh, it doesn't. Okay, good. So then we'll do that, and those will be there just for, you know, storage. All right. So yeah, so basically this is kind of like our sleeping area / relaxing area, I guess, in the cryo chamber. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's very soothing, like the background sound that plays when you're in the cryo chamber. So I don't know, it's just, I like it. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to sleep. We don't really have too much in the way of decoration for small grid. I don't know if they're going to change that one of these days. Maybe they will. So I did put this in there, and it does sort of kind of work. And then we have this over here. So we have quick access to the cargo system in here. This can only pass small, like things that can pass through small grids. So plates and everything won't be able to go through here. I don't know if construction components can go through here. Oh, I'm not connected to anything, so that's why it's not bringing up the base stuff. Okay, and then we need light in here as well. So I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, so this is a depressurization chamber. And currently there's nothing, well, the tanks are full, so there's nothing to put the excess gas into. And then same thing over here. Also, another depressurization chamber. This is the back of the survival kit, but it looks kind of cool. Kind of, you know, got little dials and stickers and stuff. So I kind of like it. So let's go ahead and lock ourselves down again. And I'm not going to mess with the hinges so long as I've got the turrets on here, and I do want to keep the turrets on here, so I'm just going to have to deal with that, I guess. All right, now we need to go this way, and we should be good. Okay. So then we will lock, turn everything off. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey. What the what are you doing, man? What the what the hell, man? Like, what are you doing? Okay, you know what? The hinge system is going bye-bye. It is going to die a very slow and painful death because it is not doing what it is supposed to be doing, and so I will remove it with great enjoyment. Because I do not need this thing flopping around like a chicken with its head cut off. Sorry for the graphics. Just because it doesn't freaking like the hinges. I mean, that's so stupid. Like, there should not be a problem with these hinges. And then also, let me straighten out a little bit. There we go. That's pretty straight. Okay, so then once you go out the doors, we do have this little step here. So that way, if you're flying, you can actually land on here, which is nice. All right, you, sir, are going away because you are a pain in the ass and you don't work and you are a failure and your mother never loved you. I'm just kidding. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. I'm just I'm annoyed. You, go away. You, go away. All of it, just go away. Okay. So, and then another thing that you'll probably notice is that the inside of this looks very, very hollow, except for what's, you know, already in there. And the reason for that is because I didn't understand that the tacit's Can I Fly does not register properly if you're connected to a grid, or to a larger grid, I should say. So when I was looking at the thing and I had everything, you know, plugged in and had the command or the control seat or whatever in there and had the LCD and everything was displaying out and everything, it said that I was at 121% of capacity, which means that I could not fly and I could not leave gravity, right? And so I thought, oh crap, I've got to go through here and reduce mass. So then I went in here and I reduced mass, a lot of mass. So I went through here and I basically hollowed out the entire thing. And then it still couldn't, like it still wouldn't pass the tacit's Can I Fly, you know, Boolean thing, right? Boolean is yes or no, so it's either 1 or a 0, so that's a Boolean. But something happened, I think it was with the hinges or something like that, and it got disconnected from everything and it was just kind of like laying on the ground, and I'm like, oh crap. And it wasn't lining up, so it wasn't like getting itself back into the magnetic thing. So then I thought, okay, well maybe I can just like move it a little bit, you know, just kind of drag it along the ground and maybe that'll work. Yeah. So I turned on the thrusters, and lo and behold, I could fly no problem. So I'm looking at this LCD printout thing, and it's saying that you can't fly, you're too heavy. And then I go and something goes wrong, and I try it out anyways because, you know, that's just how I am. All right. And like there was no issue whatsoever with it. So, and then when I looked at the LCD again, it's like everything was like perfect. All right. I'm going to get rid of all of these things. What the? Okay, seriously? So annoying. Okay, can I really? All I'm trying to do is just build this thing back up. That's all I'm doing. Just work with me. Okay. And then what are you connected to over here? Okay, good. So that broke off a pretty decent chunk. Okay, and then we're going to take that out. Probably take all of these things out too, because we're actually going to be building this as a part of the ship instead of, you know. That is a half block, which we don't need anymore, I don't think. Okay. And then I can put in some light armor blocks in here. Because like I said, I'm only at like 25% of what I can hold as a max. So we're pretty good. Alright. And then, no, not these ones though. So these, because they're on the bottom of the ship and they could take fire one of these days, I do want to fix that if I can. Okay. And then we'll break this off over here. There we go. Okay. And now that we are somewhat settled, I guess, on what we need. So you can see like the middle of the ship is basically hollow. I wasn't trying to do it on purpose, it just kind of happened that way. But now that I actually have space in here, I could potentially put in... We're gonna fill that in with one of these tier 4 blocks. And that is very annoying, not being able to just walk up a single block. Okay. So we're good there, and that's already where it needs to be. Okay, and then I need to continue this out this way. And I think that is at the right... Okay. Seriously, can you just work with me? And then I don't think I'm going to be able to put anything on the side here because that is where the hydrogen tanks are. And then that is... Why are you here? You don't need to be here. Also, why is it so dark? Because I have my light off, that's why. Okay, so the button, I'm not going to need the button there anymore. Because I'm not going to have the hinges anymore, because they are stupid. I mean, they're not stupid. They do work sometimes. They just did not work for what I needed them to work for. Okay, let's see. So I needed to do 5 of these. No, 3 of these. 2, 3, and then the angle piece going downwards. Okay. And then we put the connector onto here. Is that correct? I believe that is correct. And then we're kind of bound in over here, which I'm good with. And then I'm going to put in... Actually, I'll just do 45s. I think 45s would be better. Just to kind of offer a little bit more protection. I'm not too worried about the connector itself. Just so long as it's... Oh, dude! Why are you not in the right place? Okay. 5. Are you in the right place now? I think you are. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. That looks better. Now, that should be connected through. Good, good, good. All right. And then, what I need here is to build myself up to a full block. So we'll go from a half block here. Okay. Can you jump on top of here? Just like walk on there. It's just a single block, man. But I don't wanna. I wanna be difficult. I wanna make your life difficult because then it'll give my life meaning. Okay, now I need metal plates. Okay, and then metal. Okay, so we don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that. I'll keep those because I need those for the lights, and then I'll take 50 of those. All right. And then I need to figure out where this needs to go. Okay. So that's going to go straight over to here. Okay, so this is going to have to get built out a little bit as well. I'm using way too many, like, tough blocks in here. Like, I shouldn't even have all of this, but... another thing that I can do here is actually add some protection to this now that I don't have to worry about, you know, it falling apart at all. And then I feel like I should fill this in with light armor blocks, but I don't know. I mean, I'm already like going through here, so it's whatever. Okay, so we'll go up to the strap on this side. Why you don't want to go in there? Because I'm out of metal plates. Metal. Alright. Good to go. Alright, so this is going a little crazy. Okay. I suppose. Alright, so we're gonna go and connect that over to there. Connect that over to there. Okay. So now we've got this kind of running along here. And then I will bring this down like this. But first, I need to put in this. And then this. And then that. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want to do is put in like a strap. I'm not going to do like a full coverage across this entire thing, just because I don't want to waste the parts really. So then we'll put a strap here, and then we'll put another strap here. And then we'll bring that up to the side. Okay, seriously. I don't understand why you can't walk up a single block. And yes, I know I could build on here and put a ramp on there, but you know what? No. I choose not to. Another thing that I could potentially do is put just a little strap down the middle. I think that might actually be a good idea. But if I'm going to do that, then I want this one to be this. And going in that way, so that way when I go down onto the strap, it looks like it actually came from something. And then we'll go out to here and throw in one of these things, and then that will be a small amount of protection. So it's not completely protected, but it also isn't adding a lot of mass, so hopefully that'll be okay. The one thing that we don't have on here now is a merge block, but I don't think I'm going to need one. So, I mean, as long as we have the connector there, I mean, we should be fine. So, let's hop back up. Okay, I thought I turned off that, but okay. Okay. There we go. Alright, so now we should be able to just drop straight down and not have any issues whatsoever because of stupid things. But of course, I need to redo this thing. Switch lock, take that off. Okay, we are now connected. We can turn those off. Okay, so the one thing that this ship does not have is batteries. This is running completely off of uranium right now. Okay, and then I guess it's not going to pull anything out. That's fine. So I did have a couple of batteries up in here, but then when I was going through here and hollowing everything out, I took them out, and I could actually put them in here now that I think about it. Maybe. I mean, we have plenty of space in here. So I'm gonna fill in the back here, and then we've got, okay, we can't place anything there. So that's kind of the edge, I suppose. Yeah. And then we'll put up in here, and then up in here. Okay. So this will be kind of like our battery area. And then we can put in at least one battery in here. And then depending on this, I could potentially put in two. And tier 4 battery, of course, because why not? Okay, so how do we want this to be in there? So I can't go there. I can go here, and then I can only go, no, I think I've only got, how many places do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm not gonna be able to, can't fit 2 in here. I can fit 1 though. So we'll just put this in here kind of, like right there. We'll put it towards the edge. It's not as well protected there, but you know what? It's fine. Give ourselves a little bit of side protection here, as much as I can anyways. And I think that will work. Okay. And I can put a little corner piece on there, I suppose. But yeah, so let's do the same thing. Oh, I can't put a battery there. Goodbye all the power cells that I just made. I need to put in another ion thruster in here. How did that get broken? I don't know. Okay, so I need you to go into here. All the way at the back. And then, is that how this goes? Like, is it all the way up against the back? I think it is. And game freeze. For some unknown reason. Alright. Okay, so I think that is fine there. Because I have this there, I kind of don't have space for a battery, which is fine. I don't necessarily need a battery. And we'll just add a little bit of protection over here on the side. Not that, you know, light armor blocks are really going to do anything, but, you know, might as well. And then we can put some stuff down here, apparently. Okay. Yeah, and like all of these little pieces and places that I'm putting blocks, like I had blocks there before, but when I misunderstood the LCD readout for the icon fly, I took them all out. And like, it actually got to the point to where like I actually was thinking about scrapping the entire build and starting over. But at the last second I kind of decided against it. And I just kind of changed some things and checked some things. And it turns out that not all of the thrusters were on, which is why it wasn't lifting off. So yeah, it could have ended very differently. Okay, so is there a place where we can put a battery? I mean, we could technically probably put one in here. If I recall correctly, directly under here should be the gyros. Yes, okay. So there is not space to put anything there where we can actually protect it. So, and then there's all my guns, gun, 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 gun. And then also ore detector, tier 4. Very nice. Yeah. And then I could put, I don't know, something in here maybe. Nah, I'll just leave it. It's fine. And I kind of like this little cutout right here. Like I kind of like that. Let's see. What else is there to do? Leave gravity? I mean we could. I mean this is all, you know, ready to go, and then plus I need to go up to the stations anyways for the thruster components for these things. I could make them down here, but I think I've already got them made up there, so why waste, you know, the platinum? And then these right here are additional cargo access. Once again, small tube only. But yeah, and then you can tell by the sheen here that, well, no, that's that one. But this one does have a shield generator in here also, so it's up there at the top. I have it set to where you'll only see it, and you probably saw when this thing was doing the funky chicken, how, you know, parts of the shield had got hit. But yeah, so this is, and I'm missing, is that supposed to be missing? That is supposed to be missing, okay. Yeah, I thought I was missing a block there, but apparently I am not. I could be missing a block up at the top though. Something like that. And then check this side, and that one needs it as well. Okay. And then that's got the atmospheric thrusters in there, so can't really do anything too crazy with that. These, I believe, are hydrogen thrusters in there, so I've got to leave those. But yeah, and then also, while I was building this, it did the funky chicken quite a few times, as I was just trying to figure things out. These blocks are extremely strong. Like at one point, the 3 of the hydrogen tanks actually blew up, and like it didn't even take out any of these outer armor blocks, which is crazy, but it happened. So okay, so I suppose at this point, do we need food? So this has 1.58. Is that enough for a food? I would like a food, please. Are you frozen? Oh, I need to label this thing. Also, I have no idea what I'm going to call the ship. I can't call it the mud skipper. I have an idea. It's a crazy idea. The armored platypus. I have no idea why I chose that name, but I mean, it doesn't really even look like a platypus, but I figured, you know, it's funny. Might as well go for it. Okay, so at this point, let's see, what else do I need to do? I've got enough uranium on here to last me 4 days. And then even if I turn everything on, 2 hours. Doesn't seem like very much. Uranium. I have 24.9. I was hoping it would last a little bit longer than that. But oh well. Okay, so next thing I have to do is group up my hydrogen thrusters. So that'll be all of these things. And I got right, backwards, right, left, backwards, backwards. Do I have forwards? I do have forwards. Okay, so there's forward and up. So I have all of the directions for those. Okay. Thrusters, H2. And then I have to find my ion thrusters, which are going to be all of these uncompleted ones. Then I have left, down, forward, back, right. So I've got all the directions here as well. And then this is going to be thrusters, ion. Okay, then we go into here. Groups, thrusters, ion. Oh, it's not going to let me do that because they're not grouped yet. Okay. H2 thrusters, on, off. And then it's showing that some of these are on and some of them are off. Okay, so let's go with the hydrogen. If I could figure out how to... Okay, so that's on. Most of these are on. Okay, so that one, and 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 that one. Okay, so that should be all of them. So these are all on, and I can now fly for 3 hours at this point. And then also I want to see what this looks like with all of the hydrogen. Ooh, that looks fancy. Ooh, it's so sparkly. It's like really, really bright. But yeah, and then also just to kind of show this, oh wow, this thing moves really good. I'm okay with that. And then even if I take the hydrogen thrusters off, like I'm still just floating here. So hydrogen thruster is good in an emergency, or if I need to go somewhere really, really quickly. So it's just extra boost, but on the planet, everything should work with the atmospheric thrusters. And once I get to the point to where they stop being as effective as I, gain more height, then we'll have, just flip on the hydrogen engines, and we'll be good. Also, we need... Oh, and then another drag on this is going to be the shield. So if we turn off the shield... Oh, we don't want to do that actually, because then it's going to recharge the shield every time you turn it back on. So we want to keep whatever charge is in there, which means that instead of shield off, we want to shield status up, down. And so right now we can turn it off, and it doesn't actually do anything for my power usage, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah. So it's moderately agile. It's not the most agile thing in the world, but it's decent. And then it does have a shield, and I want to make the shield visible. No, K menu. Shield. Emitter, no, shield control. So it's using 3 megawatts, and it is 109,000? What? And then I'm going to make this always visible so that way I can kind of adjust this thing as needed. But so the shield is not on right now. Wait, yeah, shield is down. But even with the shield on right now, okay, so what is the max that we can put out of this thing? 45 megawatts, holy crap, dude. It's putting out 14.81 megawatts, okay. And I suppose I could stock up on uranium before I leave. That would probably be a good idea. Yeah, and those downward thrusters do use up a lot of power. And then, like I said, I should have enough thrust on here to bring back a full load, and I do have a large cargo container, a large tier 4 cargo container in here. So hopefully that will be good. How are we doing? You almost there? Sort of, kind of? There we go. Alright, so we're going to lock it in, turn that off, and we're not bouncing around, which is great. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more uranium into my reactor. I need the inventory of the reactor. No, hang on. Reactor. Okay, so this guy here, right? And then we need to look up uranium here. And we're going to move in 225. So a total of 250 uranium, which should last me 10 times as long. And then, okay, so let me see. We'll turn that on, and then we'll go up like this. Yeah, so now it says that we can last 3 hours, just kind of floating here. What is going on with our little itty bitty tiny shield? So you see the shield in here now, right? Like, this is kind of ridiculous. Okay, so I think that builds it over the center of mass. Now, when I had the shield on here before, like, it was actually working relatively well, and it was actually a lot bigger than what it should have been. So let's bring this up to 10. Okay, so that kind of covers everything right there. Okay, yeah. So there's our shield. Make sure that nothing is sticking out. We do have a little bit sticking out the side of it. So shield control 2. We're gonna bring this up to, I think 15 is what it was set at before, but then it went to like a full circle, so it didn't look like this. Like, it was just like a big huge sphere, and I didn't even have like sphere selected. It's just that's what it was. And then I don't know what's going on with the shield regeneration, but let me see how much. Okay, so we have 53,000 HP. But it's only going up to 1%, which is weird. And then I could fortify the shield. Oh, is that what was selected? Yeah. So this is what it looked like before. Like, it was huge. Like, we didn't need that. So shield. So we're going to turn that off and just keep it kind of fitted to the ship. Do I need a battery on here in order for this thing to charge, or can it charge off of the reactor? I think it might actually need a battery. And the reactors recharge the battery recharges the shield, so maybe that's how that works. let's see. I mean, where would I even put one, honestly? I mean, like, all of the spaces are used up with something. What if I put in, like, a small battery? Like a little tiny baby battery. Would that work? You know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if that'll work. We'll put it... we don't want to take out those. We can put it here, maybe. Battery. Tiny little battery. Let's see. Sure. See what that looks like. Then to copy it over here, we will do another one. Okay, so now we have two itty-bitty little tiny baby batteries. Store power is at 10%. Okay. I will be right back. Got to take care of something real quick. All right, and we are back. Okay, so little tiny battery. Is that going to do anything for our shield? I have no idea. But yeah, so 15 seems to fit this thing actually pretty nicely. Okay, and now we only have 1 hour of flight time. Interesting, weird. I mean, we should have like a ton. Large cargo container, tier 4. Why do you... I am very confused. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did all the other stuff that I had go? Dude. I think I know why. Also, why do I have these in here? And those are stuck in there forever. Wait, they're not actually stuck in there forever, but I don't know. I'm just gonna, well, actually, hold on. Before I do anything crazy like, let's go ahead and do another group for all of our thrusters. And then this is thrusters combined. Okay. And we're going to go into our second group here. Then thrusters combined. Okay. And then this we need... Oh. Nope, I need to change that. Because I only need the downward thrusters. So this can be deleted. Okay, so then if I go down... Or up? Would it be up? I think that's correct. Okay, so then these are all of the up thrusters. Thrusters up. Okay. And then we go into groups, thrusters up. Okay. And then increase thrust override, and then decrease thrust override. So we're going to head out into some open space here. We're actually doing really nicely right here. Like as far as like just being able to do everything. It says that it's broken. We will find out. Save before you do anything crazy, right? Yes. Okay. So. Ooh, there we go. We got it. Okay. So once again, we have to get up to like 50%. But we are now doing our thing, which is working, I think. I don't think we're getting any downward thrust. And then I don't have any atmospheric thrusters pointed down. In fact, I don't think I have any hydrogen thrusters pointed down. That could be a problem. Potentially. Oh well. It's fine. Okay, so let's... Okay, so we are losing our thrust capability. So we will turn these on. And now we can drop this down. There we go. And then are we level? Yes, we are level. Okay. So we have a ship, and it's out here, and we are currently leaving the atmosphere because it's cool. And we were supposed to be gaining speed here. And then I think as we get higher and experience less gravity, our atmospheric thrusters continue to lose effectiveness. And it looks like our shield is also recharging, which is good. And we have 13 hours of flight time right now. This is kind of ridiculous. Okay, so we want to drop that down. Okay, drop it down again. Okay, drop it down again. Okay, drop it down again. Good to go. Okay, so I think at this point we can probably turn off our atmospheric thrusters and just go off of hydrogen. So now we are good. And actually, I think the thrust override kind of ignored that, because like if I turn these on right now, like they should be exerting thrust, which should be taking up battery power, but we're still at 13 hours. So maybe thrust override doesn't take that into account. Or it does take it into account, I mean. Okay, and we are at 15% thrust. But yeah, look at us in our little shield. It's so fancy. I am going to turn the shield off, though. Shield. I mean, I'm not turning it off. I'm just, you know, making it so it's only visible on hit. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then if I take this down, right, so we lose our shield, which is fine. And that's actually not even really doing anything to our power consumption, so I'm just going to leave it on. But when we put it back up, we don't actually lose any of the charge that we've gained. So that's why you want to go with the shield up, shield down versus shield off. Because if you turn it off, when you turn it back on, you have to recharge everything, which is going to, you know, drain a lot of power. And all that fun, good stuff. How are we doing? I think we're doing okay. But yeah, I mean, this is just a very, very beefy, kind of all-around ship. It can go into planetary gravity. We can even go into heavy gravity, and it'll still be good with that. And I'm coming to that conclusion based on the fact that we're only using 25% of our thrust to stay afloat, I suppose, in, you know, normal gravity. So, oh, let's drop it down, okay. And we are now at 7% thrust override, which is nice. And then we're at 0.22 gravity, so I'm gonna pause until we get up to the space stations. And yeah. Be right back. I just thought of something. As long as I'm just kind of like floating around here and I still have, what, 22 kilometers to go, why don't I put those lights in here, huh? Let's get ourselves locked down. Okay, so corner light. Thank you. And we'll put that there. And we'll put that one there. And then I will copy that. I don't know if I actually have all the pieces and parts for it, but as long as I have it there, it should be fine. Okay, and then we need to put that into there. And then we need to do this into here. Good to go. Oh hey, there's asteroids around us. Okay. Also, why does it feel like I'm... Oh, because I am tipped way up. That's why. Okay. So we're at 30 kilometers. We have to go another 20 kilometers. What? That doesn't make sense. Oh, unless I'm off target, in which case that would kind of suck. Yes, we are way off target, actually. So we have to get over there. And we are up in a field of asteroids here. Yeesh. There's a lot of them around here. But nothing directly above us, which is good. At least, I don't think so. But yeah, if we decided to plow into an asteroid, I'm pretty sure that we would destroy ourselves. I'm pretty sure the shield would not be able to protect against that. It does protect against some physical collisions, which is cool. I saw a video about it. And I've seen it sort of tested when I had drones attack my bridge base. And yeah. Fun times. All right, and then we're at 0.0, we're at 6% gravity basically. And we can probably drop this down, maybe even a little bit more. At least until we leave gravity. And then I think I know how I got so far off, and that's because when I was tilted up, because the thrusters are only pushing me in the direction that the top of the ship is facing, so if I'm tilted up, then it's pushing me out to the side. You know, makes sense, kind of, sort of. Oh, hey, by the way, we are, oh wow, that's taking a long time. There we go. And that's just to slow us down. I do need to put in some thrusters going up. So I've got, I don't know, I could find some places to put them, I'm sure. So I'm not really too worried about that. But anyways, I need to go and find the rating stations, which are not over there. Over here? Yes. Okay, so we want to go this way. So we'll do, nope, we want to go, nope, this one. Is that, no, is that not it? That is it. Okay, good to go. Forward, I suppose. Don't really have, I mean, the thrust is okay. I suppose that's okay. And we're just going to max ourselves out. Good to go. And we do have 4 tier 4 hydrogen tanks on here. So, and then I did fill them up beforehand. And let me see. I think we're actually aiming downwards. Probably not the best thing. Meh, we'll figure it out. Maybe that'll work. Meh, who knows. Yeah, so pausing again. Be right back. Another thing I'm going to need is some tier 4 ammo. Gonna have to remember to do that. And for some reason, the fan on my GPU just kicked into high gear. Like, all the way high gear. I don't know why. It's weird. Hey, guess what? Another rating station. Yay! I'll have to come up here with a wedge and take that, if it stays there. But it's probably going to be sending some sort of a drone towards me. But that's fine. There's plenty of guns over here on the stations, so I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, so let's start slowing ourselves down. And it's a little slow to slow down, but it's not terrible. And then I need to adjust. And of course I don't have any downwards thrust. So I'm gonna have to get a little creative here. Okay, and flippy up. There we go. That should slow us down. All right. And then flippy up again. Okay, so we're still moving in some direction. Okay, so we are 1.03 kilometers out. We are still moving ever so slightly, very, very slowly. And I'm fairly certain that that pirate station has sent out a drone, it just hasn't caught up to me yet. So while I'm, pretty confident in the defensive capabilities of this ship, I don't want to risk it if I don't have to. You know what I mean? And then also, I am aware that we are over an hour. I just wanted to get up to the stations and see about getting those thrusters on here. Because once I have those, then I should be good to go. And I could always take out the gunboat and just shoot up whatever comes after me, but I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, so let me slow myself down and then test. Can I go downwards? Nope. I'm holding the C button. I am not going anywhere. And it actually looks like I am going upwards. Okay. So let's just go like this. And then flip ourselves around. Okay, so now the question is, do I have Tier 4 thrusters in here? The answer appears to be no, which is unfortunate. Okay. And we are fully, there we go. Okay, so I need to go into here and see what I have for thrusters. So if you don't mind, thank you. And then you can close. And then I could wait for that, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, ore carrier, interesting. That's only a tier 2. I could probably take out that ship if I really wanted to. I don't really want to though. Okay, so what I need to make the tier 4 stuff is a tier 4 assembler. I only have tier 3 assembler and a tier 2 assembler. So I don't think I can actually make it down here. Lost tech components. I have tier 3 thrusters, tier 2 thrusters. I do not have tier 4 thrusters. I actually don't have very many of these either. So yeah, so this thing is like just barely able to keep up with a tier 3. I suppose I could check the other one real quick. So yeah, that would suck if I got all the way up here and then I just found out that, you know, that I have to go back down to the planet to get my thrusters. That would suck. Okay, there it goes. I do have the script for the doors on here, so that's what I was waiting for with that. Good to go. All right. So another thing that I could potentially do is go out and get the materials that I'm going to need. Where is the ship? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to check this one real quick. See if this has any of the tier 4 stuff. Probably doesn't. And then this has the tier 3 thing here, and then this is tier 2, and this is tier 3, so that still isn't going to do me much good. Do you have any hydrogen here? You do not. Okay. Okay, so you have tier 3 thruster components. Yes, it's basically kind of like a mirror image of the other one. I mean, we have some tier 4 motors. That's not really doing too much good for me. Mark III ammo. Have a little bit of platinum here. Not enough for all the thrusters that I need, though. Well, I could build a tier 4 assembler off of here. Tier 4 assembler, this guy here. And I'll probably have to do this in both of these. But yeah, so we'll put that there. And we'll see what we can build. It's probably not going to be able to build much of them though, because we don't actually have like individual things here. So we need cobalt and platinum. A lot of platinum. Okay. So if I disassemble half of those thrusters, that should get me enough platinum and cobalt to build the assembly components that I'm going to need. And then if I disassemble all the other thruster components, I should be able to get what I need. But we are at 1 hour and 18 minutes in this video, so I am going to end this here. And I might do some of this off camera. I might do another video and just kind of continue on from here. I don't know yet. See how I feel, I guess. But yeah. So that's going to be all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you like the armored platypus. And of course, if you have any comments or suggestions about it, let me know. And I do read all of the messages because I'm not popular enough to have millions of messages that I can't possibly keep up with. So if you do write something, you're pretty much guaranteed a reply. So yeah, that's all I got. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.